Alright, so strenx and k1llsen getting readied up here on arrow walk. Haven't seen nearly enough arrow walk to make me happy today, actually.
Prepare to fight.
Alright, so here we go. We've got ourselves a countdown.
3, 2,
And we've got k1llsen and strenx starting out right here, right now. Strenx is going to be rushing immediately for the Mega Health, grabbing away first Railgun, and k1llsen rushing down for Mega Health with only the machine gun. Cost himself a lot of time, so this will be strenx picking up Rocket Launcher, Railgun, Lightning Gun, Mega Health, and Red Armor. And that immediately, before any damage is really dealt, puts k1llsen on the back end of the map, relying on that yellow armor. Fish, you're muted.
Yeah, totally, bro. Pretty weird start there for k1llsen. Some questionable plays. And now
he's finally
strenx
got
has
himself
the
a rip.
perfect stack with less than a minute expired in the map. Strenx is taking complete control, so the next Red Armor and Mega Health, it's going to be tough for k1llsen to find a way in, especially if he can't find a way to secure the yellow, which he is not.
I don't know. I mean, strenx is just lost out on positioning. I mean, he was trying to go aggressive against k1llsen. k1llsen wasn't really hitting a lot of his rails either, but strenx, alright, finally got a rail in on the Red Armor, but that's at least a Red Armor for k1llsen's grab. But, oh, that second rail is going to be taking just about all of it away. So strenx still has a strong stack, has done more damage at this point. Still out of position. He's got to move from yellow armor to red armor fairly quickly. Coming up the stairs potentially holds a lot of risk for him. k1llsen's got lightning gun ready for him, but strenx with the initial rail. Strenx looks like just laid down already, just die already. And strenx turned around at the wrong second, and picking up first frag with 41 health left to go. 3 seconds to make a health, but we'll see if k1llsen can actually make the grab for it, or if strenx will just go all out aggressive. There it is, but the railgun will actually be taking a lot of that bonus away. So even for the awkward start, k1llsen recovered very nicely, got strenx out of position, and maintained control over the Red Armor room.
That's a huge whiffed rail there for k1llsen. It's going to allow strenx to collect that Red Armor. k1llsen will collect the yellow. So now there's going to be a battle. Oh, k1llsen had much less health than I thought he did. Not sure why he was challenging there. I think maybe he assumed that strenx was just going to go balls out straight towards that Mega Health, but was not the case. Now strenx with over 300 health and armor. Looking pretty strong.
History is a bit of a precedent for strenx going balls out, but fortunately strenx is no dummy, and even down below he's doing a good amount of damage, not really receiving anything from k1llsen, but the rails are going to be traded. The problem is strenx has a lot more armor, a lot more health to burn through, and even though he's not quite in position on the Red Armor room, k1llsen is not really in a great position to defend. He can do damage as strenx exits, but as soon as strenx decides to go up the stairs, he will have very little difficulty doing so. But k1llsen, with the rockets, taking down a lot of strenx's stack as he heads up the stairs. Strenx will still get the frag and a frag on the spawn, but here's the thing, strenx is relatively weak, but there's still a lot of time before items come up. So strenx should be able to extend his lead fairly nicely, but he'll be very weak by the time the next Mega comes up, by the time the next Red comes out. So k1llsen needs to keep the pressure on, and there he is.
Oh.
He's present at the room with his rocket launcher. Very ballsy, but he needs to do this to keep strenx weak before he stacks back up on the major items. Mega Health will be the kingpin, and there's the rocket from k1llsen to keep strenx down. Oh, but k1llsen could not hide.
Direct rockets for k1llsen, and then another direct rocket for strenx. k1llsen will finish off the kill, though, with a railgun. So strenx will be waiting around for this Red Armor. k1llsen was also silently walking up the steps, and he'll find strenx in a place that strenx did not want to be. And now strenx actually is in a pretty risky spot. Mega Health is about to spawn, but I'm not sure strenx should be challenging for it here.
Yeah, the great thing about k1llsen's play is that he's capable of having a very large consciousness about the item timing in the map. Not just the items, but weapons, the relationships between where he should be, how aggressive he should be, and when the items are coming up. So he's really playing this very, very nicely. He's down by frags, but the way he's been kind of pacing it out, all of the attacks that he's been making purposefully have been fairly effective. And in the meantime, strenx hasn't been all that effective of doing constant rail damage to keep him down.
So there's 2 rails in a row. Nice little string of action. strenx was the victor in the end, though. k1llsen, nice rockets coming down that staircase below the red armor, but strenx will, in the end, be able to collect both the RA and the YA.
The only thing I'm not liking about strenx's play right here is that he's leaving a armor room. Oh, not that time. That time was a perfect rail. But when he does leave up the red armor room, k1llsen is able to recover to it fairly nicely, and strenx ends up taking a lot of damage as he's entering back in, and usually wins out the fight, but the amount of damage that he takes is rather risky. And I'm wondering if that's something he could shave from his... But in the meantime, k1llsen down by 4 frags now, and strenx is really starting to tear loose with his own damage output.
Little bit of spamming going on for both players. All major items spawned. strenx will take the
Mega health taken, but strenx 3 rails. Those 3 rails, even with the red armor, should be enough of an excuse for k1llsen to enter in. That rocket plus strenx's own rocket there will be a bit of an aid as well. k1llsen double tapping through the teleporter to get in front of strenx, and so far k1llsen has had very little trouble forcing strenx back to the other side of the map. Even if it doesn't mean a frag, even if it doesn't mean full control, k1llsen is the one maneuvering strenx here, not vice versa. But look at this, LG coming out right off the spawn. strenx will have to take the jump pad back up towards red armor, but the play is going to be good, the grab is going to be good, and k1llsen is going to be making plan B. Plan B is going to be on mega health, getting the grab and taking strenx right through with the rocket at the teleporter. Beautiful anticipation by k1llsen. And now he's only down by 3 frags with 3 minutes left of 95 health. Red armor's coming back up in 5 seconds, so strenx still has plenty of time to aggress the stairway. Oh, but k1llsen doing good rockets. strenx quite see him early enough to throw a rocket up there from the corner. And so
he
strenx
also
would be
had
fairly
just
weak.
picked up a rocket launcher there.
Oh.
So strenx actually, this is the danger zone for him. k1llsen, if k1llsen can secure this next RA, which he should be able to, he's then going to have complete control and timing over the map. Although he is a little bit early, if strenx was in position, he could do some damage. Why strenx did not shoot the underside of the RA spawn right there, I still do not know. k1llsen finally has about 100 stack advantage against his opponent, so we'll see what he can do with this, as RA and Mega are spawning in very close proximity.
But k1llsen has strenx on the other side of the map, so strenx will have to do something to get in front of him. There we go. That's the move over the top of the map we were looking for. But k1llsen aggressing up the stairway. LGs are out on each side, and k1llsen still has 100 health at the end of that fight. strenx's LG in that fight was way off. It burned through the armor, yeah, but leaving k1llsen was so much. Even that grenade through the teleporter won't be quite enough to give k1llsen much worry about maintaining control here. Now we've got 11 seconds to Mega, 12 seconds to Red. It might still be a trade-off, but with 1 frag between them, k1llsen has enough time to make the right decision, to make the decision that'll mean less damage from him. So, missing both rails. He has to recover to Mega health now, eating that rail at the butt end of it and not landing the one through the teleporter. That's going to make things difficult in the final minute here. He doesn't really have a competitive stack, and he has yet to do a significant amount of damage against strenx.
So k1llsen dealing more damage so far in this Airwalk matchup. It has, the decisive factor really has been, actually surprisingly enough, LG. k1llsen's LG has been quite a bit stronger, higher percentage. But
and this time it's going to be strenx getting it, but with only 32 health. k1llsen spawns up top. He's already got a railgun, but after the mega health pickup, one rail shot will no longer be enough. So k1llsen going all out right now, bouncing strenx out of there, but now strenx is just on the run, and with 3 frags in front of him and 30 seconds left to go, no amount of aggression, I don't believe, will be enough to bring strenx down. So that'll be strenx taking Arrow Walk, unless some, Field of Dreams miracle happens and James Earl Jones intervenes. No James Earl
It was
Jones.
a very tasty rocket, but not quite enough for k1llsen right now. So we will be moving on to Lost World, a map that I would say greatly favors strenx, as there is no railgun at all. LG is a very, very important in that main atrium area as well, so...
What?
Okay, so on Level Up's TV stream number 2, we have Faz versus Dahang. Faz just took Hectic from Dahang, so a bit of an upset right there, and I believe there could be a way that Faz could advance here.
Yeah.
If okay, I still can't wrap my head around the
Because Faz
logic
has
here.
more map wins right now. Before that match, Faz was 2-2 with 6 wins, 4 losses. Dahang was 3-1 with 7 wins and 4 losses. So right now, map-wise, Faz and Dahang are tied. So if Faz ends up taking the next map, Dahang does not advance. We're on the wrong stream, buddy.
Yeah. This match somewhat inconsequential, I believe. Yeah, k1llsen cannot advance. strenx will advance. strenx and Avec are locked in, unless Avec loses to Vu, which I don't see happening. But either way, Dahang versus Faz right now. Dahang on the verge of elimination after playing so very well, in my opinion. I was very impressed with my fellow countrymen.
Okay, so let's get these guys going. And if k1llsen doesn't win, then if the Dahang Faz goes to a 3rd map, we can watch that.
Yes.
Ready up, dudes. k1llsen's been doing really good. And strenx wants some sleep.
Prepare to fight.
Okay, there we go. I'm like, go, 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 guys. Alright, so here we go. k1llsen versus strenx, map 2 on Lost World. Fish, you're muted again. Alright, so k1llsen is going to be dropping down for the first red armor, but that'll be mega health 1 away to strenx. k1llsen very low on weapons so far. He's got a shotgun, which is good for the defense, but strenx is in a great position right there. Getting k1llsen down to 18 health, and as k1llsen comes back out mid-map, oh wow, he was indecisive. He figured, okay, I'm going to die, but maybe I can get a solid round of shoddy into strenx's face. But that'll be strenx taking the lead. 70. Oh wow, strenx, that rocket jump, very risky.
Mega is up. k1llsen will make the jump for it. strenx will collect a YA. Has a shaft and rocket launcher. k1llsen, however, does not have either a rocket launcher or a shaft. So he's going to be waiting it out at the red armor area, the red armor spawn. strenx should be able to do at least some damage here. Instead, opts to back off to the YAs. Not a bad choice, as he's about to have a full armor stack. That's good preparation now. If he can pull off a steal of this mega. No, it looks like k1llsen will be able to get the mega. It was actually pretty huge. If strenx was able to get that mega, he would have been in a very, very, very strong position. Instead, it is k1llsen. Oh, but k1llsen takes a misstep, gets knocked by a rocket into the lava. So that's actually going to do a lot to equalize things here. But strenx still needs health.
But strenx is coming back into mid. We actually hear k1llsen down below. Good audio cues by Strength, getting in the initial damage, but can he finish it off with the LG? No, k1llsen with 23 health left over will be taking away the frag, tying it back up 1-1, and Mega Health is going to be taken away by Strength. A bit of a odd choice there for k1llsen to go for RA instead of Mega. I mean, still would have been able to catch Strengths there at the Mega had Strengths gone in initially, but I don't think he would have had the weapons to really back that up. But here we go, k1llsen up above. Strengths is looking for an exit. He's going to get it, but he's very weak now. And now k1llsen is beating Heat to get into the lava. What?
Wow.
What?
Just as you said, beating Heat. That was he
beats
knocked
him.
into the lava
No,
by a shotgun blast, or
I don't think so.
what a crazy sequence right there. k1llsen seemingly just throwing his advantage away there. Taking a look at accuracy, strenx is rocking a very impressive 47% LG so far, so let's see if he can maintain that high level. I know he hasn't shot it too much yet.
k1llsen is going to be played by Tom Hanks in the hit upcoming movie k1llsen versus the Volcano. Spoiler, Volcano wins. 3 minutes off the clock though, strenx at 100-100. Not a solid stack for him, but as the dust settles a bit, strenx should have no problem with mid control getting back in here. And actually he's looking to flush out the rear end of the map. That will push k1llsen into red armor, which I'm sure he's fairly happy about. And k1llsen coming up to the YA at the lightning gun room. We'll be able to do a little bit of damage, but strenx retaliates in turn. Stop breathing.
Ah! So, in comes the next RA. Strenx will be slightly early to it. k1llsen is not going to be able to do too much damage. Dropping down without the advantage. I think he was trying to catch strenx off guard, but strenx was more than ready as he nails that one rocket, which will be that one kill. And in comes k1llsen again, more aggressive than he should be. Maybe he thought strenx had less health. I'm not quite sure, but k1llsen going kind of aggressive in a very strange manner right now. Unexpected to see him taking these bold steps without having the stack to do so. So now the mega health is coming up soon, and k1llsen won't be able to challenge for this either. Coming up to close to halfway through the map, k1llsen's got to find a way to get back in.
And that bounce is going to be very painful for k1llsen. They're recovering from that's going to be difficult. He really has to recover down to towards the shotgun area, but strenx looking for him, taking away Mega, taking no damage in the meantime. And now k1llsen up top. At the very, very least, k1llsen is not going to have a bid for red armor. At worst, strenx is going to be able to come back into the LG room, find k1llsen there. He's gone silent. Doesn't see him yet. Doesn't hear him yet. We hear the shards. There we go. k1llsen was looking for a trap as strenx. I guess k1llsen was anticipating strenx to go plasma gun, but strenx got the one rocket off. So k1llsen back square one, hurting, limping along. And as we hit the 5-minute mark, k1llsen finally gets an ambush off on strenx, gets a rock and takes away red armor. But let's see if strenx can retaliate with as much damage.
Fantastic rockets by k1llsen. Have actually done quite a bit to get him back into this game. k1llsen actually, all of a sudden, has about a 50 health and armor advantage, so very interesting. Just a quick update from the other match going on. Dahang has taken ZTN 3-1. It will go to a tie-breaking match. I'm missing something.
Oh, Star Wars quote. Sorry.
I know. Yes.
I was trying to be subtle. I was trying to be subtle. All right, but 4 minutes left on the clock. Red armor taken away by strenx, and he's really had consistent control here for the bulk of the match. And he's been kind of swatting away k1llsen whenever he tries to make his approach. And I gotta say, k1llsen's been making some really good ambushes. He's had some singular effective rockets, but that's exactly the problem. They've been singular. It hasn't been coming anywhere near consistently and frequently enough to be a big problem. And k1llsen's trap at the top of shards, well, that worked once. Exactly once. And now strenx has been turning it against him every single other time he's been attempting it. So we're just about to hit the 3 minutes to go mark. And the score is currently 5-1. Trance, do you know how Faz and Dehang are doing? They're going to third? Wow. Shit.
Yep. So you should probably close the stream right now and start watching Dehang versus Faz, because it's much more consequential than this one we are currently watching. 3 minutes left. k1llsen down 4 frags. Strenx still with the commanding stack lead. So this is almost garbage time here as well. I'm half tempted to jump ship, and switch servers right now.
Yeah, we'll see it through. But
yes,
2.5 minutes left. k1llsen taken down yet again, and Strenx has had seemingly very little difficulty. I mean, k1llsen is trying to put together some crafty plays here, but Strenx is apparently unfazed by it completely, which is odd, just because we've seen so much play from k1llsen earlier today, especially against, Vu, where he's just controlling everything. He's in front of him for every single step of the way, but he can't seem to outmaneuver Strenx here. He can't seem to get in front of him effectively enough to do damage, and even Strenx coming back into the LG upper corridor will be shutting off k1llsen from an important exit.
Alright, 2 minutes left. k1llsen can't do something significant with this next red armor and mega health spawn. I'd say it's as good as done. Actually is able to steal away the RA without getting dealt any damage at all. So, and Strenx smartly saying, I got a minute and a half. I got some time to kill if I play defensive, and just hit a ton of LG. Wow. Strenx,
That was the kind of
LG
aggression we needed to see 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. Strenx's LG sitting at 40% right now. Very nice to see.
Strenx has had phenomenal LG all day. In fact, if he hadn't run out of cells right in the plasma gun room against Hang, we'd probably be seeing a very different situation right now. But overall, Strenx's light gun has been saving the day. It's also been costing him, the most important matches. That's alright, though.
Some pretty interesting statistics from this matchup right now. Strenx almost has dealt twice the amount of damage as k1llsen, dealing almost 4,000, while k1llsen has only dealt 2,231.
Well, yeah, I mean, k1llsen has been trying to go for the aha ambush, I have you now kind of deal, without really just going all aggressive. In fact, only in the past minute or so have we seen him actually just run out with LG and start to do some damage. But other than that, he's been looking for moments that just have not been there.
Additionally, k1llsen able to pick up one more RA than his opponent, 4 less megas, but 3 more YAs. That's going to end... Yes, we're going to switch over to this other server.
Guys. So go to the other level up stream. It's just a click away. And... Oh, okay.
Okay, well, if you like the commentary of Fishsticks and Jahar, stick around with us. Additionally, NBC and on top of that, CZM and Rafa, everyone is going to be tuning into this match, so check it out. I'm trying to join the server. You said port 00?
Alright, I'm in right now. We're just about 3 minutes and 40 seconds into the tiebreaker map. It's going to be arrow walk between Dehang and Faz, and just to make sure you all know, whoever wins this goes to playoffs. Just like yesterday, we have this coming down to the third map. Absolutely important situation where it's just make it or break it for one of these guys. And one of these guys is Dehang, of course. EG's star child. But Faz has been making a lot of nice plays, and Dehang is actually expecting Faz come from the teleporter down below RA, but Faz was doing a little bit of damage from behind. Faz probably could have taken advantage of that situation, was not quite willing to go in for that, but at the moment, Dehang is up 3-0. 4 minutes burned off the clock. Mega's going to be coming up in about 7 seconds, and Dehang has apparently lost out timing for it. He's really hovering around it, expecting it to show up, but it's going to be showing up at the exact same time as red armor. Dehang does have timing on red armor, so he attempts to make some damage. Ooh, but Faz turns it right back around with a bit of railgun. And so it's going to be a bit more pole dancing here. Dehang's getting the rockets solidly in place. but can he secure the frag? I mean, he's only up by 3, and that's nowhere near enough to be secure in Arrow Walk. It's me, Fish.
I feel like Dehang right there could have switched to the LG and maybe finished off Faz. Maybe a little stubborn with the rockets. Nice 2 rails in a row for Faz. That's actually huge. It's going to push Dehang off of this Mega most likely. Dehang would be wise to back off. He will indeed back off to the 225s. But still Faz with a large stack advantage. He's going to push in with the LG blazing. 5 minutes expired on the map, so Faz down 3, but that's a very small deficit on Arrow Walk when you have control. What can happen here?
Anything. And Dehang will be running around wounded for a little bit, but no, Faz has come out from behind. This is the second time in just the past couple of minutes I've been watching where we've seen Dehang get routed out by Faz, and Faz comes from an angle where Dehang is not looking for him through. And so Faz will be encroaching upon Red Armor. Mega Health is going to be taken away by Dehang, but all that LG is going to be going a long, long way to keep Faz in control of the map. And the next Mega Health should be going fairly handily over to Faz, actually, unless anything horrible happens. But that last rocket preceded by that rail, Faz is doing quite well on the damage so far, baiting out the green armor, and 10 seconds left to play to red armor. Faz knows it, and he's going to have to do a bit of a Cypher redo on his rocket jump, but that'll give him a good 5 seconds between red armor and mega health. If he doesn't die right here, 2 health left, and oh my god, Dehang switches to rail for the final 2 points of damage, and this is actually the second time today I've seen Dehang switching over to rail for what really doesn't need to be a rail. I mean, it could be machine gun. Maybe he didn't know it, maybe he just assumed he would be getting the shot, but no, it's cost him. And Dehang could have easily taken control of the map back away. I mean, even if Red Armor was gone at that point, Mega Health would have been waiting for him. As it stands, though, 3 minutes and 15 seconds left play, 3-2.
This is a do or die situation, folks. This is the Intel Extreme Masters World Championship. The loser of this map will not advance to the playoffs and will not be eligible to go any further in the tournament. Faz is going to take the equalizing frag right here, right now. Dehang is in a bad situation, and he's going to have to move away from this RA as well. It's relegated only to the YA, so now Dehang is getting caught off guard. Nice rail. Actually, Faz is railable, so Dehang could get the frag right here, but Dehang is also railable, I believe. Yes, just barely out of railing range now. Very, very close, tense match, 2.5 minutes left.
Wow,
Loser
and
goes
Faz
home.
is really, really showing his balls here, staying on top of Red Armor that long. But after the Red Armor, he's just exploding back over to the other side of the match, wanting to actually shut off Yellow Armor from Dehang, and the grab is coming back into the Red Armor room. Damage is going to be dealt out both ways, just a little bit there. But it's only Faz so far who's attempting the rails to soften up Dehang. As it stands, Dehang is finding Faz not all that well stacked up, so LG on LG fight, risky for both of these guys, but it's going to be Dehang winning out on Red Armor. This is going to make this next Mega Health very risky. We can't really afford to see Faz pushing in on this. He's going to anyway, and Dehang finally doesn't switch over to rail. He actually sticks with the LG and takes home the frag. 3-2 with less than 2 minutes left to go, and Dehang might just be pushing forward, going aggressive here, securing his lead.
1 more second there, and Faz could have probably picked up the Mega Health. He was so very close. He probably had timing on it, was probably counting on it. It did not come. That's going to be a frag, and then another conversion for Dehang. Dehang actually picking up 12 red armors to Faz's 8, 10 Mega Healths to Faz's 4. It's been Faz who's actually been dealing more damage in this matchup, a lot more damage, significantly more, but that doesn't matter because Dehang is still finding his way to the lead. 3 frags ahead. There's still an opportunity for Faz to come back here, and yes,
the
Dehang will actually eat his own grenade, I think, or something like that. Grenades were already waiting for him as he came through the teleporter.
With no weapons, push on Mega. I mean, he had a railgun. He could have done damage on Mega, keeping Dehang weak. But he was very weak himself, and he didn't really have the close range weapon. It was just a really odd play. And, I mean, Dehang's weak. He might get fragged down here, but there's only 30 seconds left, and Dehang could essentially slow spawn it right now.
Indeed, he probably could. 3 more to go.
And yeah, that's
25
exactly.
seconds.
I just switched over to Hang, and Hang slow spawn. So 20 seconds. And Hang still up by frags.
It would
2
take a
frags.
miracle at this point. It shall
to
not
Hang is slow
happen.
spawning.
So the
Faz's
American
rocket
hosts-
cascades against the pillar. It's not going to be doing any good for him. So there it is. To Hang by 2 frags has scraped into playoffs just barely. And so Faz will not be advancing to playoffs. Very, very, very close though. And to Hang will be moving forward. So guys, we've had 2 days of group stages. And many people have already said, you know what, there doesn't even need to be playoffs, no finals needed. This has already been as epic as it can get. Well, you're all wrong. It gets better, guys. Things just get more intense here at the IEM World Championships in Hanover, Germany, live at CBIT. Brought to you by ESL TV, Level Up TV, and a whole host of others. There's no way you're not going to get Quake shoved down your throat this week.
Absolutely. And man, I can't stress enough how much of a pleasure it is to see all of these games coming down to the wire. I mean, these groups, while the groups, you could argue one of them is stacked over the other, and you know they're not even, and they could have been better in this way or that way. The matches have just been insanely close all the way across the board, with the exception of only a small few. So it's been absolutely a pleasure to watch. Very fantastic tournament so far by ESL. Very, very impressed with what they've been able to put together, and happy to be able to shoutcast this stuff for you guys. Thank you so much to Level Up TV, Trance, NVC, everyone else involved, Carmack over at ESL, Intel for sponsoring this. That's about it. That's all I got.
Likewise. All right, this has been Fish Sticks and Jahar. Probably we both have to go work now, but Level Up TV, ESL TV, will be here for the next few days, and we will see you guys later.
Check ES Reality for the schedules.
Yep.
I'm sure VOD links will be posted there as well. And yeah, this has been Fish Sticks signing off. Thank you so much for tuning in.